Welcome back to Seriously Where's the Good, episode 12, I believe.
You're supposed to sing it.
Nope.
It's our intro.
I'm good.
Okay, today we're going to talk about grief. You ready?
I guess so. All I know is that. I don't know if she has questions. I don't know the direction we're going with it. So,
We just kind of wanted to talk about it. Because we recently went through what we think was another chemical pregnancy. Because unless I got multiple false positive pregnancy tests.
yeah.
But it was kind of like the second one that we went through right before we got pregnant with Neymar. No, we weren't trying to get pregnant, so it wasn't like... I mean, obviously we were sad that we didn't end up pregnant, but it wasn't... How do you explain this? We were sad that it ended, but because we weren't yearning, is that the word? We weren't trying so hard for so long to get pregnant. That pain wasn't there. So it was only the pain of, oh, we could have had this.
Yeah.
But we didn't. Without the pain of, we've been trying for so long to get pregnant. So it was a little bit sad, but it wasn't like overwhelmingly sad.
Yeah.
I'm not saying it wasn't, like, I'm not saying I cried. I was sad, but it wasn't as long lasting as the other ones because I wasn't trying for so long and it didn't happen.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So anyway, it just got me thinking about grief and how I handle grief, which is differently than how you handle grief. I cry a lot. And you don't really cry.
No.
So do you know, like, your type of, like, the things that you do? Because I don't really know the things that you do to grieve. What is it that you do? Because I can tell you what I do.
You cried out.
Well, I cried out, but I also have to talk about it with somebody. Because if I don't talk about it, I feel like I'm going to explode. I feel like I have to let it out.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like immediately I have to cry. Next, I have to talk it out. And after that, I have to... Sorry, that sound completely threw me off.
It's because this isn't plugged in. I just realized. Keep on talking.
Okay. Where was I? First, I have to cry it out. Then I have to talk it out. And then I have to distract myself. That's what I wanted to say. We have our baby monitor plugged in and it was dying and it was making the beeping sound. Anyway, that's my step of getting through grief. What do you do? I'm not really sure what he does. And I don't know if it's because you push yours like aside so that I can go through mine, or you just don't have that big of a...
It depends on the situation. Like, I don't really have like as big as yours for sure of grief. But mine is more like I have to go through not really the pros and cons, but just like go through all of it in my head and like sit down and actually like think about it. Yes, I'm all over the place, but I'm also like very, what's the word? Like methodical? Is that what the word is?
Logical?
I don't know, logical. Just, I think things out. Think through things out a lot. When it comes to, like, this kind of stuff, I think it out and go over things in my head and, like, when it's I guess most things, not everything, but a lot of things. I'd go through different scenarios in my head, go through different, like, it's hard to explain.
I really want to know. That's another reason why I wanted to talk about this, because I've tried to talk about it with Branson, but usually when we have these types of conversations is because we just went through some type of loss, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm dealing with my own things, so I have to not fix myself, but work on myself and work through my emotions before I can. And I'm imagining he's doing the same with himself, right?
Yeah.
We both, or that's how I feel like you need your own. At first, it was hard. The very first one was kind of hard
Just because we didn't know what we were going through.
to understand. Yeah, to understand how you process through grief versus me. At first, I was like, does he not feel as sad as I do? Because you weren't as. You did cry the very first time that we lost our pregnancy,
Yeah.
but you didn't stay as sad or showed your sadness as after that. Like, it was just the first, this was sad, and then after that, you were okay.
Yeah.
Or you seemed okay. I don't know if you
I wasn't
were okay.
Like, it still, like, hurt, but
Well, yeah, I know you were still hurting, but what I mean is, like, you weren't expressing it or showing it as much as I was. So that was a little bit, I wouldn't say weird, but that was a little bit different than, at least how I know that I grieve. So I was like, okay, that's different than what I do.
yeah. It's, so it's, I go through it, like, all in my head. I'm thinking about, like, all the different, the goods and the bads and everything. Like, if I lose, like, if someone were to pass away, like, remember the good stuff.
Have you had somebody like close to you pass away recently? Like actually close, not like very extended.
It's been a minute. It's been a while.
Because the only one I remember is your great grandma, but I don't know how close you were. But that's like the most recent death in your family that I remember.
Yeah. Yeah, that's probably the most recent. Anyway, so yeah, I have to, like, think about, like, the good things that happen with it, like with the pregnancy and everything. Like, okay, yes, this is hard. Yes, this is sad, but also it means that we're possibly one step closer to our what we're trying to achieve, right? And then also, it might be because I'm, like, partially a workaholic or what, but I just have to start doing something. Like, I have to
So you're a distractor.
not necessarily a distractor, because I'm thinking about it while I'm doing stuff. I just can't, like, sit there and think about it, but I also have to, like, be doing something, working on something, like, progressing in some way. Yeah,
So you have to stay busy. You're
I have
like
to stay busy. Yeah,
That's the way you go through grief. You have to stay busy. That's like my
yeah,
third step. So you just immediately go to staying busy.
pretty much. Yeah,
For me, it's feeling it out, crying. Next, talking it out, expressing it, having somebody listen to me. And then the third and final is stay busy and distract myself. And eventually, like, I'm okay.
yeah. It depends. Like I said, it depends on the situation. Depends on the circumstances of it. Sometimes I do want to talk it out with people. Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I just want to talk to myself in my head about it. So it really just depends. But yeah, mostly it's keeping myself busy, not to distract from it, but I'm thinking about stuff a lot while I'm doing stuff. I'm going through things in my head while I'm working, while I'm doing these different things. And it's not just grief, it's a whole bunch of things when we're having, family issues, or we're, there's like issues between us. There's like all these different things. It's keeping busy also helps my brain work to get through all the different problems, I guess.
Okay, when it's not grief, when it's something else, and you stay busy, you mean like busy, like thinking busy, like you distract your brain by thinking of something else busy, or you just have to be doing something while you're thinking,
No, I have to be doing something while I'm thinking.
but you're thinking about the
Yeah.
situation.
Yeah. It's hard for me to think of something else
While you're going through something.
while I'm going through something. You know this. Like, I have to figure out the problem. I have to figure out what the next step is. I have to figure out where I'm going. I can't just distract from it, but
Yeah.
working, getting something done, and it can be anything. It can be working on videos. It can be working on the truck. It can be doing yard work, like whatever it is.
Yeah. I've tried doing the stay busy right after something happened. I tried to do that after our ectopic pregnancy. I tried to just stay busy immediately after, and I couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't read a book. I couldn't listen to a book. I couldn't crochet. I couldn't draw. I couldn't do anything. I couldn't even watch a show. Like, my brain would just not. Like, I wanted to. I really wanted to.
Yeah.
But it just didn't work. Everything felt. Numb isn't the right word, but all I can think about is like a slope. Like, I'd start watching it and I just plummet.
Yeah. Like I can't watch a show during that time. I can't really like watch movies. I can play games, but it depends on the game. Like if it's one that I don't need to be thinking about a whole bunch and I can just not really autopilot but play it well, also think of other things. Like there's some that I can listen to podcasts or listen to other things while I'm doing it. If it's something that like takes my mind away, I can't do it. Like you've seen it. Well, if I'm ticked off or I'm like trying to figure something out or I like upset about something or anything like that. I start working in the garage. I start working outside. I start organizing crap. Like whatever it is. It just helps. Like working with my hands or working on something helps my brain. I don't know, function better or clearer or what.
Yeah.
But does that make sense?
A little bit. But I wasn't trying to like fully. I just wanted to not understand, to hear in words kind of what you go through, because I see it. I see you working through things, but I don't exactly know how you're doing it. And I know you, like, I've tried to talk through it, but that's not really. You do it because I need to do it, but you don't do it because it helps you.
Yeah. It's hard to explain because like it's almost like automatic for me. Like without even thinking about it, I start doing it.
Yeah.
And so trying to put it into words, I'm like, okay, I know what I do. But how do I explain how I get there?
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah. I also want to know what you guys listening, like, how do you guys grieve? What are your guys's, like, what do you do? Are you like me, or are you just emotion, that's all you have to do, you just have to cry it out and then you're okay? You have to internally, like Branson, just talk to yourself sometimes. I feel like if I talk to myself, I go crazy.
I'm already crazy.
No.
It's the Waylon Jennings. I've always been crazy, but it helps me from going insane.
Do you research things? Like, do you have to look things up? other people's experiences. I also do that, actually.
Yeah, you do.
I look up other people's experiences a lot. And that's one of the reasons why I'm like sharing our experiences, because in case somebody else is like me and they want to hear other people going through the same thing and not feel alone,
Yeah.
that's why I want to share ours. It might not be exactly the same as what you're going through, but it might be similar. And to me, that's enough. If somebody's going through something that's similar, it helps me out a lot to be able to just talk about it or
Yeah.
listen to.
Yeah. I don't really do that. Like, it's nice to talk to people, but I don't really care.
Oh.
Like, I'll be there for people, but it's like,
You mean for yourself? Like you don't care about them listening to you, but you would listen to them about
Yeah.
their stuff.
yeah. Like, I'd listen to anybody's problems, but, like,
Yeah.
for me, it's just like, other people have other stuff that's going on. My stuff doesn't really, I don't know, doesn't really, it's not important enough. I feel like sometimes. Maybe not-
So you're
that's the word.
belittling yourself,
I'm not
basically?
belittling myself. I'm just like,
There's other stuff that's more.
yeah, people are going through worse things than me.
Well, yes, but
also,
you
like-
are not.
Yes, but also, like, I know I can get through it, and I know I've been through hard stuff in my life. Like, if I need to talk it out, I will. Like, me and my dad talk about a lot of different stuff, but it's not like,
You would rather talk about something else than your grieving emotions about something.
yeah, like, I'm one that likes to talk. Like, yes, I like to talk to people about deep stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
Which that stuff is deep, and I have talked about that kind of stuff. Like, on here, I've talked about it with friends and family and stuff like that. But I also want to talk about progress and talk about, like, things that excite me or excite the, like, I love talking to people about what they're excited about or what they're passionate about or what they're, like, even if I don't really care about whatever they're passionate about,
Yeah.
I love, like, I've talked to friends and stuff like that
When somebody's really passionate about something,
it's just exciting.
it's exciting to see them light up and just keep going about it.
Yeah. Like, I have friends that they do coding that love it. Like, absolutely freaking love it. And I look at them like, I don't even know what to start with. Like, I've tried. I just can't. But when they're talking about it, it's like, it's exciting. It's cool. So I think that's the other thing is, like, I'd rather talk with people about,
So you're still distracting yourself because you'd rather talk about something else than that because it's just better for you. It's okay to be. I'm not saying like you're not dealing with it. I'm just saying like for you, you'd rather talk about something else while you're grieving than talk about you grieving.
I don't even know if that's, like, distracting is like, I don't want to feel it. I don't want to think about it. I don't, like, that's not.
Okay. Distracting is the right. I'm just saying it like that's.
I know what you're saying, but I'm like, when you're saying distracting from it, I'm like, I don't distract from it because I am going through it and I do want to get through it. But I'd rather hear people's things.
So it helps you by listening to other things, not.
I'm not necessarily talking about grieving, but like when I am going through it, I'd rather talk about things that we're excited about.
That are good. So that's how
that
you
are
cheer
good,
up.
but not like.
I'm not saying that you're not. Like I said, I'm not saying that you're not working through it.
I know. I'm just. That's for me, distracting.
Sorry, that wasn't the right word.
I know. That's why I'm stopping on it and saying distracting is not. It's not what I would say it is.
Staying busy.
Staying busy.
It's just the staying busy.
And focusing on
good.
The good stuff. Like, distracting for me is I don't want to think about it. I don't want to get over it. I don't want to, because I know people that have gone through grief and have distracted for years, like really distracted and not actually gone down the
Dealt
path
with
of
it.
grief. Like that
Yeah.
for me is distracting from the feeling. This I don't feel like it's just
So, for our pregnancy losses specifically, is there like something that you did that helped you go through it? Did you have like, did you play a certain game? Did you listen to a certain podcast? I just inhaled my saliva.
I can't think of anything specific.
Because for me, it was on Instagram. I posted multiple pictures that I drew that like showed I did one where it was an outline of me holding Neymar, and then there was 3 stars because that's when we only had 3 miscarriages, or that was before we knew that the ectopic pregnancy was an ectopic pregnancy, when we thought it was just another miscarriage.
Yeah.
I did that and I posted that. And then after that, when we had our 4th one, I did another drawing, an outline of all of us with butterflies. And that's kind of why our profile picture thing for this is a drawing of us with the 4 butterflies.
Yeah.
But yeah, drawing helped me a lot. And listening to songs about miscarriages also helped me a lot. Flowers, specifically by Samantha Ebert or something like that.
Yeah.
I don't necessarily remember. But I posted our announcement? Our pregnancy announcement with Avalyn. That's the song that I chose for our pregnancy announcement. And our pregnancy announcement with the flowers was basically because of that song. Like, we chose the flowers because of that song.
Yeah. I can't think of like one thing in particular. It was just mostly like I'm trying to think of how. So I did it, like I would think about it when I was working and stuff like that, like coming up with video ideas, coming up with like what we were doing next and everything. But also like my main job at the time, other than this job, was to be there for you. And so like helping you through that like helped me, if that makes sense. It's like being there for other people helps me get through the hard times too. It's the focusing on positive, right?
Yeah.
And I think that's probably what helped me the most through every single one of them, right?
Did you ever compare yourself to other people?
Not in that sense, I don't think. Because for me, like I never thought about it as something was wrong, like you did.
Because there still is, obviously, because we just went through it again.
But you were blaming it on yourself.
Well, I still kind of am.
Yes, that's what I mean, is I never took it as you doing something wrong.
Well, I guess I'm not saying it like I don't blame it on myself like I'm purposely doing something wrong.
Yes, but you're still blaming yourself, saying that you're doing something wrong.
No, it's like there's something wrong with my body that just will not keep pregnancies.
That's what you are now. But the first few, you were going through that, thinking that you were doing something wrong.
I don't know if I don't think I was fully saying I was doing something wrong.
But you were telling me that.
I was just, well, yeah, because like, what if, But I wasn't drilling it or like beating myself up over it. I was just saying, what if? Does he think that too? Like, so I was just trying to see how you felt about it versus how I felt about it. But I never.
That's another thing we need to not get through, but.
The way that I ask questions?
Yes. Because she asks in a way that, like, I don't know if it's...
I just think about the worst case scenario, and I ask him, is this how you feel?
But it's not even, is this how you feel? It's like, this is what's going on. And I'm like, no, that is not what's going on.
It's like...
Like, for this last pregnancy, I'll talk about it, because this probably hurt just as much as actually...
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't...
Like, this hurt just as much as actually it... So, when we found out... So, we're going on this trip this year. And it's a long trip.
I'm sorry.
I know. I'm just...
No, I'm sorry that it hurt just as
So do you not want me to talk about it?
You can talk about I'm sorry.
So we're going on this trip. And we've been planning it out for months now.
Yeah, he's been so excited and researching everything and making sure that it happens.
Anyway, and so... When we found out that when she took the test and it was positive,
I was like, oh crap. I mean, I know it takes two to tango. Obviously, I wasn't like, oh no, this is all my fault. Blah, blah, blah. No, I was just like, oh man, well, if this happens, then if this sticks, then we won't be able to go on this trip that Branson's been. I'm excited too, but he's the one that's been putting in all the research and all the everything for at the moment. So I was like, crap. I could have done better at really tuning into my body and said
Anyway. And so I was sad about that part. Like it was a
happy sad.
Like if it did stick, I was going to be super happy, right? But at the same time I was like, this is something I've been looking forward to for months. Yeah. And now it's not going to happen, and this trip is like, we're getting away from everything. We're getting away from everybody. And we're exploring, right? With Neymar and
Can I just say though, this wasn't like a worst case scenario. This was me and my terrible dark humor trying to think of some way for me to laugh about it. But I hurt you while trying to make it humorous for me. And I didn't mean it at all. Like, I actually thought that that's what...
I know you weren't trying to.
You were thinking. Still, I was trying to be funny about it in a dark way.
Anyway, so there was like this... I was torn, I was sad, but I was also happy. But then when it started... going down, I was sad again. I'm like, okay, well, this stinks. Like, I was getting excited about.
And by going down so the very first test that I took was really faint. Mm-hmm. The next day it was dark. Like, you could definitely see it. It wasn't as dark as the control line, but it was
still darker.
It was dark. Like, you didn't have to do the squinting thing. Like, you just saw it. Yeah. And then so that day I was like, oh my gosh, maybe this is real. And the day after that, it was faint again. So I was like, oh, crap. And that's when I said it. Yeah. Or was it the next day?
I think it was the next day.
And then the next day...
Because we were supposed to go... It was the weekend when...
It was Friday when I tested positive. And it was already past the time that I could call in to get blood work done. Mm-hmm. And then Saturday was darker. Sunday started going down. Mm-hmm. And Monday it was a little bit higher than the day before. And a little bit darker than the day before. And I tested multiple times. It's not just one test, guys.
No, she has.
It's not just one test. So
many.
Well, because I've had an ectopic pregnancy, and I'm very paranoid now.
Which that was one of the things you were worried about with this.
Yes, because it did the exact same thing as the ectopic pregnancy, and I was like, oh crap, this is not good. And Monday, Branson left, and he has the car, so I couldn't, I would be able to call in, but I wouldn't be able to go in and get my blood work done. Yeah. So I was like, what's the point of even calling in today? So the next day is when I called in and we went in and they drew up my blood. And then I took another pregnancy test and it was a lot fainter than Mondays and fainter than Sundays. So I was like, oh, okay, so it's probably, I think the answer is going to be like, we're good. It's not an ectopic pregnancy. And
Yeah.
I did look at the blood work and it did say that I wasn't pregnant. And then like 2 days after that, I started bleeding. So
Yeah.
without any pain. So yeah, that's the story. But on the second day of it being less, I said to Branson, are you just wishing that,
You're hoping that it doesn't stick so we can go on this trip or something like that.
yeah, or you just something like that? Were you just wishing that this pregnancy
it
didn't
also
stick?
like came out of the blue too. I was like,
Well,
I don't remember if I was cooking dinner or getting dinner ready or something. It was something in the kitchen.
it wasn't out of the blue because I had just tested.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was after I just tested and it was like a lot lower. That's what it was. And you looked at me like, but I promise you, I didn't for a second believe that, and I didn't realize how rude it sounded.
Yeah.
Until after I said it, until after it came out of my mouth.
I know it.
I was just trying
But still,
to...
like, at the time, it was like, ouch. Holy cow. Like, really? Like...
I was trying to be funny because I do that to myself with, like, my uterus is just kicking these pregnancies out, like, you know.
But that's still, like... That's different than... Like, that's, like, your uterus is doing it. Like, you're not making the choice. How you said it was, like, I was the one hoping that it wouldn't stick. And I was like, ouch. Like that.
I'm sorry. I really did not think that you were or anything like that.
I know.
I'm sorry.
I know that now, but still at the time it was like it hurt just as much because it was like I was getting excited. Like I was getting excited about it. Yes, I was sad about the trip, but
I know you were excited. I know you're gonna be excited either way, just like me. Like I said when we first got I'm like there's something to be excited about either way.
Yeah.
Like, we'll be excited about having a baby, even though it wasn't planned, even though it's a little close to Evelyn, and it's not what we wish for. Like, I want to have babies closer than Branson wants to have babies. Like, I wanted to start trying after a year, but Branson likes to start trying after 2 years because he likes the 3 years apart. But I wouldn't mind 2 years apart. Mainly because I'm the one that carries the baby and my body is growing older and my eggs are going older and I'm having the problems and I have to deal with postpartum and all that stuff. So I want to have my pregnancy journey as early as possible. Like I don't want to be past 35. Because once I hit 35, I think however many kids we were able to have is probably how many kids we'll have.
Yeah.
And it's just how it's going to be. I don't want to risk other things.
Other problems.
If we hadn't had all our issues, then I would probably be like, okay.
Yeah.
2-3 years past that, it's fine. And I'm not saying anybody that has kids past 35 that it's a terrible thing and you're being... No. I'm talking about me specifically. You do what you want to do. If you want to have babies past 35, have babies past 35. 40. I think my mom's last baby, she was 41 when she got pregnant.
Dang.
Yeah. And because of that also, I'm like, I don't want to have to deal with that at that age. Yeah. And that's just me. That's my preferences. Just like I didn't want to have a baby when I was a teenager or, I wanted to wait for that.
Yeah.
This is my timing. And I know my timing isn't the timing, obviously. It's just my preferences that I hope and wish could come true.
Yeah.
Anyway, I do really, truly apologize from the bottom of my heart. I did not mean it.
I know.
That way.
I know you didn't mean it that way.
I'm sorry that I hurt you just as bad.
It's okay.
That's awful. Now I feel even worse.
Why?
Because I hurt you just as bad as... It hurt just as bad as a miscarriage. That's...
Yeah, but...
Are you kidding me? It's like you just went through 6
Went through 6.
miscarriages instead of 5.
Oh.
I added one on top.
It's not the same, though. I know that that's not what you meant. Anyway.
I feel terrible, guys. I feel awful.
Sorry.
I was trying to lighten the mood and I made it 10 times worse, which is usually what happens with me, actually.
Not usually. Not usually. Sometimes, but that's everybody, right?
Well, how long have we been going for?
36 minutes.
Okay. Let's see.
She's going through her ChatGPT.
Hey, I need somebody to talk through my ideas with, okay?
I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Which I hadn't used it before with anything. If you look at all my questions, it's mostly just about
Podcast stuff?
not just podcasts, but like miscarriages and
Oh.
ways to distract yourself, ways to deal with it. And I guess we could talk about this. I am really bad at comparing myself with others around me. And so that's why it's even harder with I think we've already talked about this.
A little bit, yeah.
Where like a lot of people around us haven't dealt with pregnancy losses as much as we have or at all.
Yeah.
Or if they have, they haven't said it, so I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But from what I know that people have shared with me, the close people around me haven't really gone through. Maybe they went through one, which is
Still something.
still awful, and it's like it helps me to know I'm not alone, right? But it also makes me feel like I'm so behind. Like people that started trying after us are now 2 babies ahead of us, if that makes sense. And I'm not saying like, and it wouldn't matter if I wasn't craving to have more babies.
Yeah.
Like if I was just happy, content with the 2 babies that we have now, I wouldn't care. Like you can have 17 babies.
Yeah.
But because I still want to have more, I'm still comparing myself and I'm still like, why is my life this way? Why can't it be that way? And that's my hard to deal with. Understanding that it's not, nobody has the same life. Nobody's going to have the same timeline.
Mm-hmm.
And you just have to be okay with your timeline and how it plays out.
Yeah.
Which is something I don't feel like you, at least when it comes to pregnancies.
To that kind of stuff, no. Like, I don't compare myself. Like, for me, it's like, yes, I want this many kids, but
If you don't,
If I don't,
I
then-
asked him many times, like, what if I can only give you, before we had Evelyn, what if I can only give you Neymar? Like, are you going to be happy with it? Because we talked about it, and we both said we wanted 4 kids before we knew we were going to have issues. And so I was also sad about that, actually. I was like, crap, I'm not going to be able to give him the 4 babies that we talked about. I'm going to break his heart. I'm going to, like, you know. But I asked you, are you going to be okay with just Neymar? And you're like, yeah.
like,
And
if
my
that's
brain-
all we can have, then
My brain was like, what?
Like, yes, I'm happy with Neymar, and if that's all we can have, then I'm happy with Neymar. Like,
I'm not saying I'm not happy with Neymar.
I know.
I wouldn't have just like it's such a hard thing to explain.
Like, you want more, but you're not
I'm
ungrateful
so
for
exactly
what you have.
so grateful for having Neymar and having Evelyn, and I'm soaking it all up right now. I'm truly scared about trying again.
Yeah.
And I guess this miscarriage or this chemical pregnancy brought back all the fears of it's not gone. Our struggles are not gone. They're still there. And when we try again,
You're still going to be there.
yeah,
Yeah.
we're going to have to go through that again. And I don't want to.
Yeah. Yeah, so for me, like, if we can only have 2 kids, then we have those 2 kids, right? They're both healthy. They're both
Yeah.
very active. But if we have more, then that's great too. I can not necessarily compare myself. Like, I don't really compare myself to other people.
To yourself.
I compare myself to myself.
Yeah.
Like how I want, like how I see myself, or what's the word, like what I want for myself. I compare myself to that all the time. But like other people, I'm like, I don't really care. Like,
I don't do that with anything else. It's just the pregnancies. And I want to clarify, I guess. It doesn't mean that I hate the people that have what they want or what I want.
Yeah.
I'm just sad for myself. Like, why am I going through this?
Yeah.
Why do I have to go through this? But I'm not saying I wish they had to go through that. I wish they were going through this. No, I don't wish this on anyone.
Yeah.
Nobody. Yeah.
Which you can be, like something like that. We've talked about it before in a different episode, but like you can take it 2 ways, right? You can be envious of that person and hate them because they have that, or you can be happy for that person, be super excited for them, but also be like, okay, why?
It's okay to have both emotions exist.
Yeah.
Happiness for someone and sadness for yourself at the same time.
Yeah.
But it is a really hard thing to experience, but also to deal with. Because the very first time that I felt that, I felt guilty for not being able to fully feel just the pure joy and happiness without feeling the sadness too.
Yeah.
Because then it kind of takes away a little bit of your joy, like fully, truly feeling that joy. It like takes it away a little bit. Because before that, like anybody telling me they're pregnant, before I was trying, it was just only joy.
Yeah.
There was no sadness that came with it. And then after that, when I'm not trying, there is all pure joy. There is no sadness. But
Yeah.
when I am trying, and it's been taking a while, and I have lost a pregnancy or whatever along the way, and somebody tells me that they're pregnant, I do feel that sadness along with the happiness, and it kind of makes me feel a little bit guilty for not just being able to fully express my entire happiness for them.
Yeah.
Like I want them to know, yes, I'm so excited for you, and I feel like I am like a notch down, and then it feels like I don't care about them as much.
Yeah.
And I know they don't see it that way, but
It's just your own personal.
I feel it that way. I'm like,
Yeah.
this is not okay. I need to just kick that away and just feel the pure happiness, because I do. Anyway, that's the best way I can explain it. I don't know if that made any sense, but that's the best way that I can explain it. I cut you off. You were saying something else.
I don't remember what I was saying.
Dang it.
I'm trying to think about it, but I don't remember.
Sorry.
What were we thinking about before that? We were saying before that.
Comparing. Where you don't compare yourself to other people. You compare yourself to yourself from the past. That's what you were talking about.
Not just from the past, from what I
Expect of
want.
yourself.
Yeah, expect myself in the future.
Yeah.
And so it's like,
Yeah, I do that with other stuff.
I do that a lot.
Yeah.
Just because I have really, 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 really high expectations for myself. Mm-hmm. I tell Mara it's probably way too high.
Mm-hmm. I tell you it's way too high. And when he doesn't meet those expectations, he beats himself up. Uh-oh. Maybe she can go back to sleep. Nope. She's standing up, isn't she?
No, she's not standing up.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's usually about something that I want like really bad, and I feel like I'm not understanding something, or I'm not like getting something, or I'm missing something, and it like drives me crazy because I'm like, what is it that I'm missing? Like, what is the missing piece? Mm-hmm. And it frustrates me because I don't know what that piece is, and I'm like, anyway. So yeah, I compare myself to what I want to be a lot, and
I do that.
I have way too high of expectations myself, but it's not going to change.
Yes, it will. We are going to work on it.
I don't know about that, but
we're going to work on it.
About expectations of myself?
Yes, no, you can have the highest expectations of yourself.
That's what I mean. That's what I'm talking about.
What needs to change is you not beating yourself up for it when you don't reach it.
I know, but
that's what needs to change. What I'm
saying is what's not changing is the expectations.
That's fine. Like, I just want you to not beat yourself up for it when you don't, if you don't make it.
Yeah, she's
fully awake. Okay.
Yep. Okay, well that's
kind of where we'll end it. I also compare myself, but I do more like a comparison to my past self more than like if I'm where yes, I do that, but I don't beat myself up for it when I'm not there. What I do is I look back, this is where I was, blah, 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 days ago, years ago, and this is where I'm at now. Like,
yeah.
And that kind of like helps me boost my confidence a little bit.
Yeah.
And
it depends for me because
try to be better.
There's times where I'm like, back then I wanted to be at this point where I'm at now, and I'm not there, and so it makes it worse. Anyway,
I feel like since I've always been with almost everything, I've just become better, at least in this point in my life. It's good. So it's a good thing for me to do because I'm just becoming better.
That makes sense. But
if there's a time where I'm going backwards, then I would probably feel very frustrated.
Yeah.
And it wouldn't help.
And I'm not saying I'm going backwards in these things. It's
no.
Like,
yeah.
I want to be at this point, but I'm only to this point.
Again, but that's your beating yourself up over not reaching an expectation. Like I said, when I do it, if I'm not where I want it to be, I give myself grace. But
I don't.
Exactly. Anyway, we'll end it here. Thank you guys for listening to us talk about how we deal with grief. And I would love to read your comments about how you guys deal with grief and what you guys have, I don't know, have had to endure if you want to share with us. But I do read all the comments. At least I try to read all of them. Maybe I should try responding to all of them.
You probably should. She's not happy.
But like I said before, if you want us to share anything, just say at the end of your comment, like, I would like this story to be shared in your podcast. And we will.
Yep.
All right. Now we have to go take care of our little girl who is crying.
Love you guys.
Love you guys.